What's your good name?
My name is Jatek Kaur. I'm living in India now for about 4 years on and off.
How long you been coming to India?
Since 2017, but I got locked down here for 2 years in Anandpur Sahib with lockdown, and it changed my life. I took Amrit, I changed my name, I started wearing turban, I'm wearing bani.
So how was your experience?
Amazing. I love the people in Anandpur Sahib so much, and I want to live here. My plan is to live here forever. I'm trying my best to live like a Gursikh. It's very different from what I'm used to.
So how do you meditate every day?
I do Japji Sahib every single morning. After I've done Nitnem, I do it again, and I would go and sit if I'm here in Bora Sahib. Well, I can say मैं Anandpur Sahib रहंदी हाँ. मेरा नाम जाटे कौर है. तुसी बहुत सोने आज.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਹੋ. You are even more beautiful. You are beautiful.
When I come through the white gates of Anandpur Sahib, Guruji says, "Welcome, you here," and then he fills up my days. And as I walked into Patna Sahib, Gurdwara Sahib, Guru Gobind Singh Ji touched me. I cried for 4 hours, and I came out of there, and I know my life.
Have you been to any other holy places except the 5 Takhats?
Oh yes, many. I've been to Manikaran Sahib, which is unbelievably powerful. So when I do want a bit of westernized life back, then I will go to Chandigarh, because my favorite dish is palak paneer and makki roti and naan.
How often you go to Langar?
This week we've gone a lot of times because there's a lot, but normally I don't.
So if you have two options, either you can stay here for the rest of your life or you can go back to your country, what would you choose? I know it's a tough question.
I'm staying right here in Anandpur Sahib for the rest of my life. I love it, really I do. I love being on the footsteps of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji walked here. That is where our culture came from, and I love learning the history.
ਖਾਲਸੇ ਦੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੇ ਜਾਹੋ ਜਲਾਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਲਾ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਹੋਲੇ ਮਹੱਲੇ ਦੀ ਖਾਸ ਗੱਲ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੋਂ ਭਾਰਤ ਤੋਂ ਤਾਂ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਸੂਬਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਲੋਕ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੀ ਨੇ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ੀ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਹੁੰਚਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਉਹ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ੀ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਇਹ ਨਜ਼ਾਰਾ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਦੇਖਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਬਲਕਿ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਹੀ ਜਾਹੋ ਜਲਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਹੀ ਬਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਰੰਗੇ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਪੰਜਾਬ
Thank you very much. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Fateh.
What's your good name?
My name is Jatek Kaur. Jatek.
Jatek Kaur. Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, I've taken a Sikh name 3 years ago.
Okay. So have you been to India before?
Yes, I'm living in India now for about 4 years on and off.
So you mean you live 6 months in India and the rest of the 6 months where do you stay?
I'm in Africa, between Africa and India, between Anandpur Sahib and Africa.
Okay, so how long you been coming to India?
Since 2017, but I got locked down here for 2 years in Anandpur Sahib with lockdown, and it changed my life. I took Amrit, I changed my name, I started wearing turban, I'm wearing bani.
So lockdown changed your life. You got a chance to stay here for like 2 years?
Absolutely, yes. I stayed here for 2 years.
So how was your experience?
Amazing. I love the people in Anandpur Sahib so much. They are so amazing. I've made so many good friends, and really they're my family. That's why I keep on coming back, and I want to live here. My plan is to live here forever.
And these 2 years change your attire as well?
Absolutely, yes. I don't always wear bani, but only on main days like Hola Mahalla. But yes, I always wear pagri and chuni and obviously my kirpan and my kara.
So how do you meditate every day?
I do Japji Sahib every single morning. After I've done Nitnem, I do it again, and I would go and sit if I'm here in Bora Sahib, and I'll meditate for 2 hours a day if I can, if I have the time. And India normally provides the time, you know. Yeah.
So you do Japji Sahib every morning?
Yes, we do. I have to. I've taken Amrit, so I have to do my morning prayers and my evening prayers.
So you do all the rituals?
I'm trying. You know, it is hard to change your life. I'm trying my best to live like a Gursikh. It's very different from what I'm used to. And it's trial and error because I don't come from any group. I came in by myself, and I've learned from Singh Sahib, Professor Manjeet Singh from Gurmat Sagar Trust. So yeah, I've had a long journey on my own. And I speak very little bit Punjabi, but I'm trying to learn.
We would love to hear. Everybody would love to hear.
I know. Well, I can say मैं Anandpur Sahib रहंदी हाँ. मेरा नाम जाटे कौर है. What else do I say to you? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੇ आज.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਹੋ. You are even more beautiful. You are a beautiful soul, and I can't even imagine that you stay here for 6 months, and rest of the 6 months you stay in Africa. I'm so curious to know about you more and more. So, where do you stay when you spend your 6 months in India?
I'm renting a house in the main road in
Only in Anandpur Sahib.
Only in Anandpur Sahib. I've tried to travel, but every time I come to Anandpur Sahib, I want to go nowhere. I'm so happy here. When I come through the white gates of Anandpur Sahib, Guruji says, "Welcome, you here," and then he fills up my days.
So what do you love the most?
The value system of the Sikhs. I love the family. They're very family orientated. I love their values: no drinking, no smoking, no cutting your hair, living a simple life. Very different from the Western world.
So it has been a drastic change in your life because you have come from a different background, different language, different values, different culture. So do you miss your family, your friends over there?
That's a bad question.
I know it's a tricky question.
When I'm there, I love them. When I'm here, I love my family here. So I'm very much adapted. My mind is starting to think like an Indian person because I spend so much time here and with the culture that when I'm in Africa, I really battle. I battle to understand how the people think, but here I'm starting to understand how the people think because I mix only with Punjabi people and with,
You must be follow the same rituals when you are in Africa.
Yes, I do. It's difficult. My Gurdwara Sahib is 2 hours away. I live in a very small village up in the mountains. So it's very difficult for me to go, but I try and go every Sunday. And our Sangat is very small. Our Sangat's 20 people. There's only 4 Gurdwara Sahibs in South Africa. One is in Cape Town, one's in Mossel Bay, one in Durban, where there's a very big Indian community, and one in Johannesburg, which is big. But our Gurdwara, it's 20 Sangat, and Mossel Bay is 7 Sangat. So very small Sikh community, but the people are lovely.
So what brings you here? Everybody wants to know that what brings you here for the first time when you came here.
What brings me here? I met a Sikh person years ago in South Africa. I didn't know anything about Sikhism, nothing. And he was very good to me. I was going through a very difficult time and he was doing prayers for me. And my life started to change. And I said to him, I will come back to India and take you where you cannot afford to go. So he wanted to go to Hemkum Sahib or Patna Sahib or Hazur Sahib. So I said, let us start at Patna Sahib. So I came. My friend Karman spoke 2 words English and I spoke 0 Punjabi, but we travelled to Patna Sahib, and as I walked into Patna Sahib, Gurdwara Sahib, Guru Gobind Singh Ji touched me. I cried for 4 hours and I came out of there and I know my life was different.
So you guys made a best combo in the world, I guess.
Yeah, no, that was amazing. And then before I left, I had a message in Gurdwara Sahib to come back within 11 months to finish all 5 takats. So I came back and my same friend...
Did you finish?
Yes, I finished all 5.
Can you tell us the names?
I first went to Patna Sahib, then I went to Bathinda, then I came to Anandpur Sahib, and then to Akal Takat.
Okay.
And to Hazur Sahib, I went last. Yes.
So have you been to any other holy places except the 5 takhats?
Oh yes, many. I've been to Delhi, many holy places in Delhi. I've been to Manikaran Sahib, which is unbelievably powerful. I'd love to do that again. I go to Amritsar often. I have a very close...
I was about to ask you about Amritsar.
I've been 7 times. So I normally come here and then I go and take Ishnan in Amritsar at the Golden Temple. And I also love taking Ishnan in Dukhnarwaran Sahib in Patala. That Sarovar is very powerful.
You are making me speechless.
Well, I love the culture. I love Indian people. I just love being here. I really love feeling the energy of Guru Gobind Singh Ji.
So apart from your religious journey, have you been to any other city near Punjab? Like Chandigarh is just 1 hour drive from Anandpur Sahib.
Yes, I have. And Chandigarh is actually very much like Pretoria, which is one of our capital cities in South Africa.
Oh, is it?
The big gardens, the big trees, lots of students, lots of funky little shops. It reminds me of that. So when I do want a bit of westernized life back, then I will go to Chandigarh because living in Anandpur Sahib is very basic. You know, yeah, it's very much Indian culture. So if I do want to go, I do go to Chandigarh.
The culture is different, the food is different. So how do you manage? So as well, what do you like the most when it comes to Indian food?
Everything. I like food. The first year was hard because of the lots of milk.
You turned vegetarian.
Yes,
Hardcore vegetarian.
Yes, hardcore vegetarian. So, but I didn't eat red meat for a long time because in our culture we used to eat, they eat cows, which is horrible. And so when I came here, it was easy for me to try and convert to, and everybody cooks for me. So that's a nice thing. I'm only starting to learn to cook myself now because all my neighbors are always inviting me. And that's amazing. So my favorite dish is palak paneer. And makki roti, and naan, of course. And then my second favorite dish is aloo jeera, believe it or not.
Can you cook something?
I can cook aloo jeera and I can cook sabji. Mixed sabji. I can cook. I can make roti. I can make chapati.
How often you go to langar?
This week we've gone a lot of times because there's a lot, but normally I don't. Only when I'm in Amritsar or the really holy, like for me, yes, Amritsar I always would have langar. In Anandpur Sahib I would always have langar. In Bangla Sahib, I stayed in Bangla Sahib now for 2 days, I would have langar there. So that I enjoy, yes.
So if you have two options, either you can stay here for the rest of your life or you can go back to your country, what would you choose? I know it's a tough question.
I'm staying right here in Anandpur Sahib for the rest of my life. I love it, really I do. I love being on the footsteps of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji walked here. That is where our culture came from, and I love learning the history of Sikhism. So yes, I do love.
When are you going back to?
I'm going back for about 3-4 months to South Africa, and then I'll be back in September because I teach at Mighty Khalsa International School with Professor Manjit Singh and Amit Singh, the owner of the school. So yeah,
I'll let you go for now, but I'll definitely catch you in September here in Anandpur Sahib only. And
Good.
here it's totally incredible. Thank you for taking your time out.
Thank you so much to you. Lovely meeting you.
ਸੋ ਇਹ ਬੜੀ ਦਿਲਚਸਪ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਬੜੀ ਵਾਕਈ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲ ਰਹੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ 4 ਦਿਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਜਾਂ 5 ਦਿਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ ਬਟ ਸ਼ੀ ਹੈਜ਼ ਚੇਂਜਡ ਹਰ ਲਾਈਫ ਟੋਟਲੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਅਨੰਦਪੁਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਸਾਊਥ ਅਫਰੀਕਾ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਪਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਹੀ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿ ਸਕਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਪੂਰੇ ਤਨ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਨੰਦਪੁਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਬਿਤਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹਾਂਗੀ wish you all the best for rest of your life.
Thank you to you too.
ਕਲਗੀਧਰ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਭਾਵੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੁਲਾਵੇ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਪੰਥ ਖਾਲਸੇ ਦੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਭਾਵੇ ਨਿਕਾਰੇ ਬੁਲਾਵੇ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ ਘੋੜੀਆਂ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨਾ ਬੁੰਗੀਆਂ ਜੋਰ ਮੇਲਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਭਾਵੇ
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ